Fairy Tail Chapter 499. Hey guys, it's the anime dealer here, just with another review on Fairy Tail Chapter 499. I myself has been a big Fairy Tail fan since day one. I've watched it since I was in, let's say, elementary, middle school, maybe. I've loved Fairy Tail. Like I've watched every last, I wouldn't say anime episode because once the 2011 edition ended and they began a new edition for Fairy Tail, I lost track of that. I stuck mainly to the manga. I find that the animation is a little bit disturbing to watch, especially if you watch older Fairy Tail. Like it used to be more vibrant in color. Now it seems a little more they somebody cast a gray shade upon like the animation screen. I don't really appreciate it. But I do watch it when like big fights happen and I've read inside the manga have occurred. But I do stick mostly to the manga. But chapter 489, you notice that Gray and Juvia are in a chained together and are fated to fight each other to the death. Now I just assumed that Juvia was gonna kill herself while Gray just held back the urge to kill Juvia. But it turns out that they both ended up trying to kill themselves, and only one succeeded. Now it's really confusing to me because I've never seen Hiro Mashima kill an actual fairy tale member. Like it's you've seen Gray die before, but it was a time reverse after that. Now you're seeing Juvia die, and I'm not sure if this one will actually stick because I do feel a way about this. I'm not saying that it's bad for the storyline. It's very good for the storyline to actually see death inside the guild, but it's really shocking because I did not expect it to be this soon. Sure, it is a very dangerous time for Fairy Tail right now, and anybody could be dying by now. But you've killed Juvia of all reasons, and to kill her in one chapter, let's say 1, 2 chapters in a bullshit predicament, like I really don't know how I feel about that. Like, if you're gonna kill a fairy tale member, make it a 10 chapter or a 5 chapter event. Because if you just have a villain that pops up and chains them together in a moment of weakness where they got distracted, like if you haven't been following the last week's chapter, they got distracted for like a brief moment, and then he used one of his magics. He's Zeref's advisor. He used one of his magics to chain them together and told them that they had to fight to the death because his ice not only freezes the body, but it freezes the heart. So emotions won't count into them having to be able to fight each other to death, and they lose consciousness, so they have to fight each other. So the chain breaks when one of them is dead. But in this case, Gray hit himself with a sword. Julia hit herself with her own water slash right through the heart, and then Juvia ends up dying. But this is what I just don't understand. Juvia's body is made up fully of water. Like she has the power to make her whole body water. So then when Gray and Juvia is dying and the guy's walking away, Juvia uses her last bit of magic to put blood back in Gray to heal him, saying that Juvia would always be a part of Gray. Now we see Gray holding Juvia. Juvia looks okay, but she's dead. I'm not sure if she's dead. I would like to believe she's not dead because I'm not sure really how Fairy Tail is killing characters like this. If they're really killing characters like this, who's next? Macro, he was supposed to die one time. Um, who's really next? Laxus, he's supposed to be dead. Like he's been pushing his body to the limit since the beginning of the arc, taking on fight after fight. But yeah, it's really crazy. And the whole situation with Urza's mom telling whatever one of the Sparagon 12s to kill. And if I said the 10 Commandments, I apologize. I need to go back in the video and search that up because I just did the review for the National Ties Life. But the Sparagon 12, she sent one of the Sparagon 12 to go kill Urza. And there's definitely a connection with there. I was hoping that there would be a positive connection, but apparently there's not, and she wants Urza dead. Mother, sister, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell the age between a MILF and just a regular anime character because you know how the way Hiro Mashima draws his characters. They could be 50 years old, still looking like teenagers. But honestly, yeah, is there going to be a death in Fairy Tail? Like, I really need to see this because this is going to be something that changes Fairy Tail's outlook of being like a One Piece sort of say, where it's really everybody happy-go-lucky. People don't really die inside the crew. People leave, but then they come back. But yeah, Fairy Tail's always kept like a happy, cheerful vibe where at the end of the day, we're all going to come back and be under the same roof and be married together. But now, if there's somebody who's really a key character in the guild that's going to die, this might change their perspective on things. I hope this is not the last arc because this would be really bad for Fairy Tail if this was the last arc. I expect Fairy Tail to continue at least to 700 chapters. If Naruto and Bleach got to 686 with rushed, I believe if they would have got to 700, they would have at least completed a little bit more towards the end. But yeah, Naruto technically got 710 because they got a whole epilogue of 10 chapters. That would have been nice if Shonen Jump did the same thing. But let me not get into that again because I'm putting Bleach aside, hoping for the best, for the anime to return or a sequel to come back or Tete Kubo to take a break and just come back with something that will just fill up the void. But still, there's questions that need to be answered. Oh, not a review for Bleach. Back to Fairy Tail. But yeah, is there going to be a Fairy Tail death? You can comment below. I'm always free to hear. I see people's comments. Sometimes I don't reply. Sometimes I do. I'll start replying the best way I can. But for the Black Ops gameplay, I need to upload a few videos. Like I really don't upload the good ones that I do because I never come into like the game thinking, hey, maybe I might do great this time. But sometimes I do great and I just don't even record and I'm just like, come on. But you know, it's coming. I'm trying to put the channel together piece by piece. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, I'm doing reviews. I tell it how it is with my anime reviews and the animes that I watch. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's the Anime Dealer, and I'm off this.